So here we are just about halfway through winter of 2025, and these are my top picks for winter casual daily wear. In other words, what I have actually been wearing every day. Starting off up top, flannel shirts. I love flannel shirts and I've been wearing these things nonstop. I think I have about 5 pairs of them or 5 shirts. I have the one that I'm wearing. I've got this one right here, a nice medium blue. I've got this one, which is probably the oldest one that I have, a nice indigo tartan they call it. And I've also got this nice Gray Stuart one. This one's nice and fun, this little gray and red pattern. I do have another one called Black Watch Plaid. It's like this green and blue. That one is in the laundry, but I literally wear these things every single day. I just find that they are super comfortable, they're super stylish, and you really can't go wrong with flannel shirts if you want to stay very casual and very comfortable, but also look awesome. Now, I'm normally wearing a flannel shirt the way that you see it right here, untucked with the top 2 buttons unbuttoned, and I've also got these sleeves rolled up just because I like the way this looks. It's a really nice aesthetic, makes me feel more masculine, makes me just feel nice, casual, cool, but not too uptight. But a bonus with a flannel shirt is that if you do get too cold, you can simply just button up that second button, not the top button, and it is super easy to just roll your sleeves down, button them up, and believe it or not, this actually does keep you, or it can keep you, in my experience, it'll keep you very, very warm to the point where you can just throw on a nice parka jacket, throw on a nice heavy winter jacket, and you're not going to have to worry about wearing a mid-weight layer or layering a sweater over this, which sometimes can just get a little bit funky and just not as easy to just roll your sleeves up, roll them back down. Now, of course, it goes without saying your flannel shirt should fit you properly. I don't mind if it has a little bit of extra room out here. This is definitely a more billowy fit than some of my super slim fit dress shirts. However, for a flannel shirt, you do want to be able to move with it. You want to stay comfortable. So as long as you've got a little bit of a taper, you're good. Definitely stay away from their traditional fits or anything like that. This is going to keep you, again, super comfortable, but also super stylish. Now, you are going to want to make sure that you can comfortably button that top button and fit at least 1 or 2 fingers in there. You're probably not going to ever button that top to wear a tie with this shirt, but you don't want it to be too small, too tight around your neck, because it's just going to look weird like that when you wear it open the way I have it right now. And of course, if it's too loose, it's going to get kind of droopy. So get that neck size as close to perfect as possible, even though you're most likely going to be wearing the top button unbuttoned. And when it comes to the top buttons up here, it's really up to you. What I typically do is when I'm wearing my flannel inside of a restaurant or inside the house, I leave the top 2 unbuttoned, but as soon as I put my scarf and jacket on, I do button the top button up, and I also roll the sleeves down. So normally, if I have the sleeves rolled up, you're going to see me with the top 2 buttons unbuttoned, and if I have the sleeves rolled down, I'm going to be buttoning that second button and only leaving the top unbuttoned. And speaking of wearing the shirt unbuttoned, as you could see, I am not rocking a crew neck undershirt. I've got on a deep V-neck. This is definitely something you're going to want to do since it just creates a more streamlined appearance, and wearing a crew neck undershirt is going to break up the pattern. It's not going to look as nice, not going to look as sophisticated. However, some rules were meant to be broken sometimes, and if you do want to go ahead and wear a regular crew neck t-shirt under your flannel shirt, you can absolutely do this. This isn't something you should be doing with a dress shirt or a polo shirt, but since a flannel shirt is a lot more casual and you're most likely going to be wearing them to non-formal environments, you can totally get away with doing this. I would say if you are going to do this, you definitely going to be leaving those top 2 buttons unbuttoned, since if you do button that top button, it's now going to look like you're trying to hide your t-shirt or your crew neck, whereas if you unbutton the top 2, or even you could even go top 3 right now, because you do have that t-shirt actually being able to show. And I kind of like this look, honestly. I don't wear this all the time. I'm always going to be wearing a V-neck undershirt instead. However, I do end up wearing this a lot, since in the winter time I tend to go to the gym a lot, and this just gives me the opportunity to, once I get done with my work day, I could simply just take off my flannel shirt, hang it up, or even wear my flannel shirt to the gym, put it in my gym bag, and there you go. Now I'm ready to work out. I don't have to change out of my V-neck undershirt and then go ahead and put on my t-shirt right here. So this is definitely an option that you can utilize, and it's something that I do since I like the utility of it rather than the fashion of it. And now if you're comfortable wearing t-shirts, you can definitely do it. I think that most of us, myself included, are always going to be better off wearing some form of a collared shirt, whether it's a polo shirt, a flannel shirt, an Oxford shirt, or basically any type of casual shirt with a collar. It's just going to frame your face up and frame your body up nicely. However, layering a basic fitted t-shirt like this underneath a flannel shirt, totally doable and totally acceptable. Now in the beginning of the winter around the holidays, I was wearing my polo shirts a lot and I was layering sweaters over them. However, I just find that sometimes that could just be a little bit too cumbersome for super casual wear, which is where the flannel shirts just absolutely shine, and they are my favorite pick for winter casual wear. And now to move on to pants. Slim fit dark wash denim is my pick here. I'm wearing a pair of Levi's 511s. They are super dark. I think the color is called Dark Hollow. I will put a picture up right over here. And they're also on Amazon. They do go on some deep discounts, so there'll definitely be some affiliate links below. Love the Levi's 511s. They fit well, they fit nice and slim, but they have plenty of room. They've got a bit of stretch to them. And I always love to wear the bottoms cuffed up just so that it adds a bit of contrast. That way if I'm wearing a nice pair of boots or a nice pair of shoes, I just like that contrast and I like that look. It's my favorite. A dark wash trumps light wash jeans every single time. If you're gonna wear light wash jeans, you might as well just go with a nice casual pair of khaki colored chinos. But the jeans are just a little bit more insulated, a little bit more warm for when it gets super cold, and that dark wash, you can still dress it up, especially in casual environments. Now, like I was saying before about wearing nice sweaters and nicer polos as opposed to the more casual flannel shirts. Around the holidays, I was wearing my Levi's 511 khaki colored chinos, which are the 5-pocket jean style, but I find that for daily winter casual wear when it's cold and just running around doing errands, just working from home, all that stuff, nothing can beat the dark wash Levi's 511s. Now, you don't have to go Levi's. You can go with some other brands, whichever one fits you the best, honestly. But I would highly, highly encourage you to ditch your light wash jeans and just go dark wash. They're just better in every single way. Even if you are wearing a darker colored shirt, I've worn navy blue polos, navy blue t-shirts like you saw earlier. I've worn a navy blue dress shirt with the dark wash jeans, and you wouldn't think that they would work, but at least to my eye, a navy blue top with a pair of dark wash navy blue jeans still works much better. And as a bonus, you're gonna be able to dress them up a lot better, and they're gonna look just a lot better than your old faded light wash jeans. But moving along to the next item on our list, footwear. My number one pick for casual boots has got to be the Thursday Captain, this specific model, which is the whiskey color with the Storm King lugged outsole. Now, I initially purchased this boot, started wearing it. I thought it might be more of a downside, that it's not a super dressy boot like the brandy color that you're seeing right there, or something like the Allen Edmonds Landon Capta, which I also have. But I've got to say, for casual environments, for wearing with jeans and flannels, these things, absolutely. Something just about this rugged color, something about the eyelets. You know what? They actually look really similar to the Red Wing Iron Ranger in the amber harness color, which was a boot that I didn't love it. A boot that I wanted to love. I really enjoyed it, but it just ended up destroying my feet, destroying my heels. I ended up having some foot problems, so I couldn't wear those anymore. But this same thing, if anything, it's a bit easier to dress up since you do have that nice slim toe cap and that nice slim profile. But as far as comfort, warmth, water resistance, and just general style of this nicer casual boot, this thing has been on my feet most of the time out of any of my other boots or shoes in the winter. Now, there's no such thing as a perfect shoe or boot, and the ones that don't make this perfect are that it is not 100% water resistant, and sometimes if you're wearing it for a long day, or my experience is if you're wearing it for a long day, you might start to get a sore heel. It's a little bit heavier, so not the greatest. I would say 8 to 9, 8.5 out of 10 on the comfort scale, and again, if you're wearing them in a downpour for a couple of hours, water is definitely going to seep through them. So that means that I don't wear the Thursdays if A, my feet are absolutely killing me from walking 5 to 10 miles, or B, if it's raining cats and dogs or snowing or just generally nasty outside, the Thursdays are staying at home. And what I typically wear instead are my Echo Track 25 Gore-Tex boots. These things are great. The comfort is very sneaker-like. There's not a big difference in comfort from the Thursdays to these. However, I find with these Echoes, I don't get a sore heel, and my feet can actually walk, or I could actually walk just a little bit further. The boot is a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more flexible, has a little bit more support. It's just that little bit extra that you need, but that really makes a big difference if you're walking around a place like Lower Manhattan all afternoon and you end up clocking 10 miles like I did just the other day. And with that Gore-Tex lining, you can be sure that your feet are not going to get wet at all. You do have a gusseted tongue right there, so pretty much you can step in a puddle up to there. I wouldn't do that unless you're wearing a higher pair of LL Bean style or duck boots or some sort of, hiking Wellingtons, I think they call them, that sit almost up to your knees. Definitely don't go traipsing through puddles that are 2-3 feet long, because it's not what the boot's designed for. The boot's not exactly the most stylish thing in the world. However, when you compare it to some other hiking boots, it definitely is not very bulky. I actually do like the mock toe design over here, and the overall shape is really not that bad. The fit is a bit weird on these. I find that if I tie them wrong, it ends up being too tight down here and too loose up here. So I have to really just get the fit right. However, still fits me perfectly fine. These things are absolutely great. They're pretty much like winter sneakers that are going to keep you warm and dry no matter what the weather's doing. Now, a boot that I haven't been wearing, but I was wearing around the holidays, was the Allen Edmonds Landon Cap Toe Dress Boot. As you can see, it's pretty much like a much nicer, higher quality dressed up version of the Thursday Captains. In case you didn't notice, I really like the Cap Toe boots. These things are great, but sometimes they're just a bit too shiny, a bit too formal to wear with that casual winter wear of just flannel and jeans. The Thursday Captains just look a lot better and they fit the aesthetic much easier. And now the same thing goes for the beloved Allen Edmonds Dalton wingtip dress boots. Have not worn these once this winter. However, this I treat more like a dress shoe. So if I don't need to wear a dress shoe, or if I'm wearing super casual clothes, then there's no need for me to grab this. However, I probably will never get rid of this just because it is so comfortable. I've had it for so long already. It's tried and true. I can walk 10 miles on these, just in these, because they're just so good. And I'm not sure why they did this, but Allen Edmonds did discontinue the Daltons. I'm not too happy about it. You probably aren't either, but that's business. Who knows what they're thinking over there, but yeah, still an awesome boot if you have one. Now, aside from boots, I also typically wear the Vans slip-ons in this beautiful black and white colorway. These are great shoes. I almost said boots. These are great shoes just for wearing them around the house. I find sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I can end up banging my foot into furniture, and I've definitely hurt my toes before, so I always like to wear something that I can easily slip on and off in the house. I typically don't wear these outside too much in the winter. I do wear them outside a little bit more in the summertime, but they don't have a whole bunch of comfort, or they don't have a whole bunch of arch support or any type of cushioning. Very comfortable for just hanging out, short walks, and I absolutely adore this colorway, the black on top, the white on the bottom. I'm super satisfied with these, and these are just awesome house slippers, if you will, that definitely you can still go out and they still look really good. And if the weather is dry and I'm just walking around doing some errands on foot, since living in Queens, New York, I don't take the car out at all unless I'm leaving the area, I just end up slipping on my all black Adidas Ultra Boost. I just think of these as, okay, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I have to grab my big backpack and a couple of bags, slip these on, long as it's dry, long as it's not super cold. These things, absolutely sick. They do wear down pretty fast, but I also always wear these to the gym, since I actually end up wearing these quite a lot, since I go to the gym, like I was saying, 4 or 5 times a week in the wintertime. So these things, absolutely a staple. And sometimes what I end up doing is I wear my Echo Track 25s to the gym and then just slip these on. So if you know Adidas Ultra Boost, great shoes, and these, they're not the most stylish thing in the world, but just for walking around, this is like me getting into a beater car just to go run errands, basically. Next area, outerwear. This J. Crew parka jacket in all black has been a mainstay, and it is my main winter jacket. It's slim, it's sleek, especially for a big heavy parka jacket, but it is also super warm, it's waterproof, you just can't go wrong with a nice, streamlined, no logo, all black or navy blue parka jacket. I actually also have one of these in navy blue that I keep more for just, again, going to the gym, locking it in the locker room, leaving it there. This is more of like the one that I wear every day. And since I'm sometimes wearing a blue shirt and blue pants, navy blue jeans, it's nice to have that bit of a contrast with a black jacket rather than a blue jacket. As opposed to wearing a pea coat, a parka jacket's going to allow you to just wear it open a lot easier, since there's not going to be a whole bunch of excess fabric to fold over, and they're more than likely going to have a lot of extra pockets. I've typically kept a phone charger in here, a small umbrella. I can keep my scarf in a map pocket that's right over here. I always keep a pair of gloves over here in the hand warmer pockets. Almost said parka. Hand warmer pockets, and I typically wear a beanie, which is not in here right now. I think it's in one of my other jackets. So this thing, super functional, absolutely awesome. Has a hood. If you're someone that can't survive without a hat, what do you think would happen if you actually lost your hat and it's super cold outside? With this one, no problem. Throw your hood on, you're good to go. And now if the weather gets just a little bit warmer, I'm talking 40 to 50 degrees, around 43, 44, I've actually been rocking this super nice quilted field jacket. I purchased this off huckberry.com. I believe it is Flint and Tinder. I think it was like $100 around the holidays, so I jumped on it, and I've got to say I'm just super satisfied with it. When compared to my all black Loma quilted jacket from Banana Republic, this one just looks a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more sleek, whereas that all black one can start to look more like it's made out of those ski pants, super casual material. Bonus, this one, of course, it has, it looks just like a field jacket, so I actually did get rid of my other navy blue Banana Republic field jacket that I had for so long. This one, super warm. I'm super satisfied with it. I usually wear the collar up like that. You could also definitely wear the collar down, and it's nice. It has a nice contrasting color liner in there. I guess that's like a khaki color. And while it can get a little tricky wearing a navy blue shirt, navy blue jeans, and a navy blue jacket, I found that it's not been an issue at all with this jacket. Black jackets are cool, but navy is my favorite color, so definitely check them out, Flint and Tinder, on huckberry.com. I'll post the picture and the name of it right here, and it will be in the description. I don't think I'll have an affiliate link for this, so it's just to basically help you out. Finally, accessories. I have one watch that I wear pretty much all the time, the Seiko SKX009. Absolutely love this thing. Had it for probably almost 5 or 6 years at this point, with a aftermarket Miltat, I think, Jubilee style bracelet. Thing super comfortable. It's a great watch. I've had it for so long. I don't even think about watches anymore. I typically wear my Celtic Cross wedding ring. I find that it matches the silver in the watch really nice. I also have these silicone rings that are a bit more comfortable. They're great for if you're doing some work or if you're actually going to the gym. I have one in brown and one in dark blue, and sometimes I wear them with the watch, but that's more like if I'm just, let's say, going outside wearing gloves a lot, then I wear those. I also have an Apple Watch that I wear just if I want to see my heart rate. It's a bit more comfortable than the Seiko. I'm always wearing my Apple Watch and my silicone rings when I'm going to the gym, just because that's what it was primarily designed to do. And it's nice that the Apple Watch is always on time. However, aside from tracking heart rate, given the choice, I'm always going to pick a mechanical Seiko watch like this one every single time over an Apple Watch. I have one pair of glasses, the ones that you're looking at. Actually, I have two, but they're the exact same pair. This one is just a normal style glasses, or it's normal style, it's just normal lenses. But I have another pair that, again, same color, same exact pair, only difference is when I step outside, they do turn into sunglasses, which is just a nice feature since you don't always have to be taking your sunglasses on or off. You're pretty much wearing your sunglasses and your glasses all the time. Those transition lenses are actually really cool. And the other day, I actually did wear contacts for the first time in a very long time, and contacts are actually really cool. However, my vision is very good without my glasses, so I'm at the point where if I got tired of wearing these, I would just put them in here. But honestly, I'm so used to seeing myself wearing glasses that I almost feel like I look weird without them. So it's funny just coming from someone that hated wearing glasses when he was in his late teens, early 20s. Now I pretty much live in them. They're just super comfortable. They work. And instead of having 3 or 4 different pairs of glasses that you wear with different outfits, I find, just like with the watch, it's super easy to just have one pair, and you think, do you want your sunglasses pair, or do you want your regular glasses pair? And I typically use just the regular standard ones that don't turn into sunglasses. Those are a little bit more my nicer pair. I keep them here in the office. I take more time. I'm just a little bit more delicate with those. Whereas I'm riding my bike, I'm doing a lot more work, or if I'm working on my bikes, I'm wearing the other pair that turns into sunglasses. And I almost forgot belts. I am always rocking this belt. It is from Anson Belt. They have a track system. This is their navy blue and white stripe color. I do sometimes wear their brown belt or the brown color belt. However, I find that this one not only matches with the casual boots and the casual shoes that I wear, or just the casual boots, it also doesn't look out of place if I'm wearing my Vans or if I step outside wearing one of my Adidas Ultra Boosts. So I normally am picking this one every single time. Just casual situations, it just works better. So that's going to do it for this one. I hope you got value and I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching.